How are we going, everybody? Hope you're having a good morning so far. I've got my little Cara here. Yeah, just getting a little bum scratch as usual. Now, folks, I want to talk about fruit fly, Queensland fruit fly in particular, because we are at the end of the season. As it's cooling down, it sparks the end of the season for fruit fly. And as you may know already, Yarra Valley, the region of Yarra Valley, had sightings of it. Major problems, basically. They had a lot of fruit infected by fruit fly, which had caused a lot of growers to basically throw out their fruit, had to destroy it all so they can get rid of it. Now, they lost a lot of money out there, unfortunately, and it's not something we want to see continuously every year. And the problem we're having at the moment is that it is starting to spread elsewhere. Now, I did many years ago for the Department of Primary Industry a segment on Queensland fruit fly, and in particular the region of Kensington, so Melbourne Metro that is. There were first sightings about 13, 14 years ago. Don't mark me exactly on those dates, but approximately. Now, since then, I know there's been in the western suburbs of Victoria, the western region of Victoria, Ballarat and other areas surrounding that. Luckily, we haven't had it because I've been talking about Fruition fruit fly trap. That's our trap. And I've done some demonstrations on hanging the product in the tree and how it works. Luckily enough, I haven't got any in my property because it's too cold for it here. Even in summertime, it's very short periods. But for other areas of Victoria or even other states of Australia, we really, really need to relay the information back to us. For those who've purchased our product, and I know we've got thousands out there in the gardens, in the home gardens, all across Australia. Anybody who's been able to check their traps and see what they've caught, if they recognise the fruit fly, and it's a photo we're going to put up on the screen now so you can see what it looks like. If you've got any of these sightings on your traps, if you can give us that information, we need to relay it back to the authorities. The team is going to be able to get out there and organise a method to control this so we can get you all back into growing and not losing your production. Because as you know already, for those who've had the bad experience of fruit fly in their garden, it will be very destructive. It is very destructive, and you basically don't get to have any fruit. Fruition fruit fly trap does work. This is not a plug for that product, but you're welcome to get it anyway. It's out of season of it now, but you can stock it up. It is the one that catches the male and female egg laying, that is the female pregnant fruit fly. And you can also spray your plants. Look, there are many different traps out there you can try on your garden. You can make it yourself as well using protein and sugars and all that in a bottle. Look it all up online. There's many methods and tips on how to do it, or you can hang our trap or anybody else's if you like. The point here is that we need to make sure we're on top of it. If it gets out of control in Victoria, which 10, 15, 20 years ago at least, there was no sightings of this. Maybe there were, but very far and few between. Now it's becoming a common household name in Victoria, which is something that we shouldn't have happening, but it is. So we need to get on top of it, because those from Northern Australia can tell everybody else down here, us down here in the southern parts of Australia, how bad it is and how destructive it can be. So Fruition fruit fly traps, what you hang up in the season, you could also spray your plant with CGWS. That white powder coating that is applied on the fruit of the tree acts like a shield of armour, and some trials have been conducted to show that Fruition fruit fly and CGWS combined is a great way to control it. Now, in the meantime, if you've got any sort of trap in your garden and you've been monitoring it and you know you've got fruit flies in your garden or you've caught them, please send me an email or message us on this page and we'll pass it on to the authorities so we can get on top of it all. So that's Vasili'sGarden.com for your Fruition fruit fly and CGWS, all the wonderful products. Oh, and on a happier note, the potatoes are flying out the door, well, literally out of the garden and out the door. So we spoke about that yesterday. If you haven't got your potatoes, your seed potatoes, check it out on our website. They're available with a free grow bag or grow pot, that is, a 400ml pot. But on a serious note again, Fruition and fruit flies. If you've got sightings in your garden and you've caught them, send us an email or message us so we can take control of it. From me, Vasili, Maresi. Now that is a beast sitting on my leg. Hey, sweetheart, come up here. Get up. Hey, she's a good girl. Gonna go hunting now? Let's go. Where is it?